Alright, good morning. I'd like to respond to an email from a customer that asked to show the construction of this super simple, cost-effective, and very effective in the water popping cork I developed. And it's for a number of reasons. One, it's very cost efficient. It's nothing but a few simple components, like a very small, these are Spro 80-pound swivels, very small, very heavy duty, and it's nothing but the swivel inside of the two keepers of this cork. Okay, you see one side, let me bring that in there. One side is tied to your fluorocarbon leader, and please use fluorocarbon for a couple reasons, and the other side is tied to the braided line, your main line, and it is just tucked inside the float. And you can see, if I can get a hold of it here, you can see that it'll just push your float in real tight. It just clicks a little bit on the inside, and if you want to add more sound to it, you could put two very small, like bobber stop beads on each side of the swivel, and it would click a little bit more. I like this sound. It's very natural, instead of metal beads and huge popping that sometimes could be too much. And it is for fishing specifically this DOA shrimp on this Barefoot Jig head. And you do need to tie a loop knot in the head of the jig. That's another reason for the fluorocarbon. Not only do the fish not see it as much, but the loop knot allows it to move freely. And anyone that's seen this jig knows that it's got the identical action of a gotcha plug. If you know what a gotcha plug is, it jumps back and forth, and that's exactly what this does. With a shrimp, this is my go-to color for speckled trout, drum, flounder, is the measles color. It's pretty much clear with some red metal flake and a red head. That is pretty much day in, day out my go-to. Other colors that I like, of course, white on white. This white head on a pearl white jig, great selection. This gold on gold color, this is terrific in river water. Anywhere there's tannic water, a little bit off color, that gold is a killer. I love gold. And also for gin clear water conditions, I love this color. It's called near clear, with a red head or even a gold head. Makes no difference. This is the bomb. Here I'm using this fluorocarbon. This is 30, but whenever it gets to really clear water, like in different parts of the country or different times of the year, say in the winter here in North Carolina, our water gets really clear in the surf, and I'll go down as far as, say, 20 or even 15, whatever it takes. But that near clear with a red head, that's a killer. All right. The other thing that I like to fish on these heads underneath a cork or without a cork is a Superfluke. This is my go-to color. It's gray on top, silver on bottom. This is a 3/8 ounce head fished up underneath this 3-inch cigar float. Okay, but this gray head matches the back of that Superfluke, that smoking shad color, and then the silver bottom matches the silver on the bottom of the jig. I mean the Superfluke. Other colors that I like a lot, of course, chartreuse and white, can't go wrong there. That's the old time standby right there, white. Another one that I've developed or really come to love is this watermelon red with a red head. This is a great color. And for you smallmouth guys and largemouth guys, black on black, a black head with a black Superfluke, that is an absolute bomb. And striped bass love it too. Everything eats black. Black's one of the most underrated colors of all, in my opinion. And coming soon, we'll be bringing this one out. It's the 3/4 ounce Barefoot Jig, which is another step up from the 3/8, and the same exact thing. This is the size float you fish under. It's a 2.5 inch oval float, and with your fluorocarbon tied to one side and your braided line tied to the other side of the swivel. And yes, I have colored this braided line, this high vis yellow, but I have colored it with a red Sharpie marker. Red is almost invisible underwater, and I think it does make a difference. But that's all there is to it. Put it back together so your swivel is on the inside of these two pegs. And if you, there again, want to make more noise, put you a very small plastic bead on each side of that swivel. All right, well, I hope this helps. If any of you have any questions, shoot me an email. Check the website out for upcoming videos. We're going to be making quite a few videos here soon.